Spill the Tea is sponsored by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.
Thursdays, the week has, it's been dragging on.
A little bit.
We're a little bored, so we need some drama.
That's right. On a rainy day or a gray day, I guess.
Yeah, we need some gossip. So we're spilling your gossip because we're never going to share ours.
No. We do that at the beginning of the show for you.
Yeah, we're going to judge you and your choices. Just kidding, kind of. But Leah, before we get into the drama, what are we drinking?
We are drinking mocha mushroom herbal tea. This is, of course, thanks to our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. Rich cocoa and roasted chicory root lend this luxurious blend an uncanny coffee-like character and an ultra-smooth foundation for balancing a dream team of medicinal mushrooms and botanicals.
Who doesn't want that?
Who doesn't want that?
Okay, so let's spill that tea because we need some tea when we spill our tea. So,
all right,
Leah,
I'll get to pouring.
You got that? I'll get to reading. This is written in by a 34-year-old woman for context. So, she says she's 34. She has 3 younger siblings, early 30s and 20s.
Sounds familiar?
Yeah. It's similar to your setup.
Sounds familiar.
Okay,
That's all I'm saying. It wasn't me.
Yes. So she also says her whole life she's never really wanted kids, toyed with the idea. Maybe as she got older, she changed her mind. It just really hasn't changed her mind. One of the reasons is she just hears a lot of we've all heard maybe scary stories about pregnancy. Her mom is a neonatal nurse. So she's like, that kind of solidified her, I don't want kids.
That's like every fact you share with me, I'm always a little like,
yes.
I don't know.
I love pregnancy facts. Leah hates when I share them.
I hate them.
It makes our relationship work.
It does.
She says at a family gathering, though, recently, a cousin announced a pregnancy. Yay! Everyone's all excited. But this woman's mom made a comment like, see, don't you want that to be you? And she admits, she said this led to me escalating it. It started a confrontation, and she really made it clear. Her mom and her now are kind of in a bad place. It made it really awkward for the whole family. But she's like, am I wrong for really trying to make it clear? Mom, stop. I don't want kids. Quit asking.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, that's a tricky one.
It is.
And I think it's one that most families, not everybody is ever going to come to an agreement on that.
Right.
Either there's somebody in your family who is dead set on, oh, everybody should have kids, it's the best thing in the world, blah, blah. And then if there's somebody that doesn't want kids, they're not going to change their opinion on that. They really won't. And I think respecting that opinion, because again, at the end of the day, it's not your business. Even if you think kids are the most wonderful thing in the world and you think everybody should have them, if somebody doesn't want them, it is none of your business, even if you're the mom.
Yeah.
And it stinks because I think everybody does need that minute to, I don't want to say grieve, but sort of grieve what could be or what you maybe had been envisioning for your future. But isn't the idea to set your kids up for happiness no matter what that looks like? Yeah,
and I think the grandma, I'm calling it the grandma because her other siblings have kids. So the mom, this woman who's writing in, I can understand she grew her whole life wanting grandkids. I'm not a grandparent, obviously, so I can't say for sure, but I could imagine that would be upsetting, and that's fine. You can be upset.
Sure, you can be, but you have to also understand that if that's that is a personal decision that doesn't necessarily have to include you.
Yeah, and I think we have to get to the point too where when you have a kid, you have to know anything can happen with your child. Maybe your child's in a same-sex relationship and they're not gonna have kids that way. Maybe they never get married, so they don't want kids, they don't want to be a single parent. Maybe they get married and they just don't want kids. There's so many things, and I think when you have a kid, you have to be prepared for any choice they're going to make.
So I think whatever life you've been fantasizing about your future extended family, that is, I think, that moment that you may be grieving when that sort of announcement is made or that stance is taken. And I think unfortunately the only way to have that conversation is to take a strong stance and say look, stop asking because it's not going to happen.
Yeah, I will say maybe not in the public scenario.
Maybe not like that.
After your cousin just announced her pregnancy, I think your message was fine. I think her delivery could have had some work.
Yeah, and that's probably, and again, sometimes people they will not hear you until that final straw, and maybe that was it for her. But I think, her point stands, but I think you're right. Maybe just go about it a different way next time.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's
It's a hard one.
It's really hard. It is tricky. I think I can sympathize with both sides, I totally get it. And I think if you are someone I know I want a million kids, and so I maybe don't understand people who don't, but you don't have to understand.
You don't have to, right? It's not your choice.
It's not your choice.
Exactly.
I'll have my own kids, and everyone can do their own thing.
Yeah.
So live your life. I think just be kind in your messaging.
That's right.
Isn't that the best advice we can give?
Always.
Look at us being so civil today.
I love it.
We're not judging anyone.
You know what else is always easy though?
Yeah.
Never difficult. Enjoying the tea provided by Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach. This is the mocha mushroom.
I like this. The smell's really good. It's really does it have a chocolate undertone?
Yeah, probably the mocha.
Ah. Yes.
Yes, the mocha mushroom. It's pretty tasty though. So I think if you're a coffee person and maybe you're trying to get into tea, this is going to be a good hand holding, showing you the way from coffee to tea.
Sit your mother down with a cup of tea.
There you go.
And tell her you don't want
tell her. But we've got some more Coast Life to get to, so don't go anywhere. It's all more fun that's coming at you.